This is Radio Biafra. Hello, Motherland, and we are coming to you live and direct all the way from Johannesburg this evening, the fourth day of March 2022. I want to welcome you all wherever you are listening and wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice. It is yet another day, a day that Chukwu Kikabiama have made, and we have come here of course, to do the needful this evening. Therefore, permit me to welcome you. Permit me to welcome you officially if you are only joining us right now. If you are watching on Facebook, I want you as well to share the broadcast very wide and near and invite others to join us this evening because we are going to proceed in earnest. We are going to proceed in earnest. My name is Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha. I hail from Omawa in Olo province of Biafra land. But before we do so, we are going to pray and we are going to commit this program to the hands of Chukwu Kikabiama. We are going to ask him to take control of what we are going to do this evening. Very, very important. And of course, I have our sister Omote Biafra joining me this evening so that we can interact, so that we can talk about quite a lot of things that pertains to Biafrans this evening, and that is exactly what we are going to do. But first of all, we need to know the needful. We need to pray. We need to pray. We need to worship Elohim. Nihina, on this platform, Radio Biafra is where we worship Chukwu Kikabiama. This is where we give him all the glory. This is where we give him all the praise. And that is exactly what we are going to do this evening. My name once again, Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha. And if you are just joining me right now, please, if you're on Facebook, I want you to share this broadcast across the board. Invite everybody so that we can worship Elohim on this platform. This is Radio Biafra, and this is the quest for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra, the kingdom of God on this planet they call Earth, because Biafra must come. Biafra must come in our own time. I tell you, nobody can stop the quest for the restoration of the kingdom of God on this planet Earth. My name's once again Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha. And I'm here this evening to preach this gospel like we always do, A lot has happened so far. And we will be touching quite a lot of issues. We will be talking about a lot of things that has taken place, that has happened, to bring you up to date and to bring you up to speed events as they unfold in that kingdom of God, in that land of the rising sun, the land of Biafra. But before we do this, I want to remind you that we are on all platforms. You can listen to us on our Radio Biafra community app. We are there. It is live. And of course, you can also get us on Facebook. We are streaming across all platforms on Facebook. So you can pick and choose where you want to listen to us. Pick and choose. And then, of course, you will be hearing us. You will be hearing us live and direct, because it is Radio Biafra, for goodness sake. And in case if you don't know about our app, in case if you don't know that we have an app where you can listen to us live and direct, in case you don't know about Ipob Community Radio app, I am inviting you this evening. I am inviting you to tune in to our app. Very, very important. Get it online on your mobile. This is Ipob Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last. All right, of course, it is our IPOB community radio app. You can get it, you can download it on your phone, you can go to your app yard, you can go to your app store, you can go and download IPOB community radio app so that you can join in what we are doing. I said that we are going to pray. Very, very important. And after we have prayed, we will proceed in earnest. So please join me as we pray.
On behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet, Umu Chineke, all of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, if we came amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị niile ndị IPOB n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị niile nke ndụ ha. Ọkwa asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will. And it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Abiyama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last. This is modern. This is modern. All right, so welcome back once again. In this show, it is Radio Biafra, Hello Motherland. All right, as I'm waiting for our sister Efe to join me, I am going to speak about one or two things. Very, very important. I want to touch on the issue of our international, attorney, or if I should say international counsel, who is Bruce Fein. I want to talk about it because that issue has been dominating the social media, as well as, vibrant media houses. And then, of course, we need to set the record straight. Of course, IPOB have released, and not really an official, official document, if I should say. But there are some, write-ups from our media personnel coming from that end with regards to the issue of Bruce Fein and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Now, this is my take on the matter. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm saying my own take. I'm not speaking for anybody. I'm not speaking on behalf of IPOB, but I'm speaking on my own take. Now, number one, we have a lead counsel as far as, the legal counsel of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, is concerned. We have a lead counsel. And of course, our lead counsel is Ozukome, which everybody knows, which everybody is aware. And I believe if there is anybody who's supposed to take decision with regards to the team of the legal counsels that we have, it should be our lead counsel, who is Ozukome, for that matter. All right, I think my sister Omote have joined me. I need to, let me just tell her to hold on for 1 second. And then, of course, I will bring her through because we need to do this quickly. And then I need to finish on this issue of, just hold on. All right. So we have a lead counsel, and our lead counsel is Ozukome. Ozukome is the one who was supposed to decide or make decision with regards to who joins him or who is with him or who is not with him. I mean, Bruce Fein does not have the right, of course, to be telling us who should get off the case or who should be in the case. Come on. It should not be. Because at the end of the day, Bruce Fein is dealing with the international aspect of this matter. But when it comes to internal, within the zoo, Bruce Fein has no jurisdiction, because in the sense that the last time when he came to court, they did not even allow him to see our leader. They did not even allow him to go into court. The person that was in charge at that moment was Barrister Ejiofor. He was the one who was presiding over things. So it is laughable that Bruce Fein will be issuing orders and ultimatum far away in the United States of America, telling Barrister Ejiofor what to do. I believe that IPOB and Barrister Ejiofor has gone a long way, and of course, this is a no-no for me. But I will come back to this matter. Let me bring our sister to the show, and then as soon as I bring her to the show, let's see. All right, there we go. Omote, can you unmute your mic, please? Can you hear me?
I'm very sorry. I'm outside and
I can see. And it's very cold, right?
Yeah, no, it's not that cold. It's not that cold. And because I walk for about 15-20 minutes, I'm a bit hot. So
all right, my dear. All right, let's get straight to it, because I don't want to keep you waiting, of course. And as I promise, make we change pin. You know, saying a pigeon I we supposed to do this show. So I know one make I begin the blow grammar. So make we start immediately. Your mic dey mute. Make come out and for mute. Make you come out your So how you there, my sister?
I don't find no Mazi Ikechukwu.
For those of una we no know Omote Biafra. Omote Biafra na my student. Omote Biafra na my student. No be only Omote Biafra, I get many of them. Where they happen for this we struggle where we dey so. And I no go ask you question. All right. I don't know if she dey hear me, because it's like her mic dey mute. Efe, you dey hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
All right, you are hearing me now, because your mic dey mute before. All right, so before I continue, I was trying to tell Biafrans, waiting day.
You say, Mazi, I not hear you. You say what?
Okay, I am trying to introduce you to Biafra. No be say you self need introduction, but without wasting time, Omote, I want you to tell me waiting day your mind before I go start asking you question. Because this is an interaction now with them. Tell me waiting day your mind, because Biafrans and they wait to hear waiting day your mind. Waiting you don't see so far where they happen for this struggle. A lot don't happen now, you know start.
Mazi, a lot don't happen. No. Many things don't happen. But it can't be opportunity now. Say the time we come to schedule our this thing, another something could just come up. Come make me people sit down now. Come to do this very interesting interactive broadcast with you. But I won't let Biafrans know say a lot of things don't happen for the few time when we say our supreme that they don't go kidnapper for Kenya. And as every one of us don't know, say that struggle now we day, and we expect some of these things we say it they happen, but not the opportunity because they receive from people where we say they're supposed to be the oppressed people, because they help the oppressors, because they make their what is it called, their work on them more easier for them, because they make us maybe say they fight against oppressors, because make our job they very difficult for us. But all the same, our leader don't rightly talk. He said we were born for this. So for that simple reason, we will continue. We will most surely triumph over every gathering where these people don't gather so far for the sake of this restoration.
But this one where you there for road now, I've lost you.
Scatter. So now that one I can get first, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. The thing when they pay me now be say you know there for your station, say you there for road, and our connection there very bad. I think I don't lose our sister. I don't even see him again. As I've been want to do this interaction, I've been think say you go there for your station. Then we go talk JJ. People go hear the thing where they. But this one where you there for road now, I've lost you. I can't even see. Oh, there she goes. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. She was supposed to be stationed at a place where we go talk and then we can hear each other. And then, of course, I can ask her because I do have a lot of questions for her this evening. But unfortunately, her network is so bad because she is on the road, as you can see for yourself. But I tell you what, I am going to bring back Omote. Maybe if she reach where she is going, or if it's not happening again this evening, then of course I'm going to do that sometime very soon, because there's a lot of things that she need to talk to Biafrans about, that she need to tell Biafrans. Quite unfortunate, but at least I thank her for really showing up, honoring the invitation, even though she was not in a situation whereby it's conducive for her. She would have told me, let's postpone. But thank you very much for coming up briefly. But I tell you, I'm going to bring her back again so that we are going to talk the more. All right, let's continue. I don't want to waste our time. What I want to do this evening, like I told you, is that I want to actually open our lines, of course, and get Biafrans talking this evening. I've touched the issue of Barrister AGL4 because a lot of people have been asking questions. What is going on? Why did Bruce Fein, of course, our international attorney, said what he said? And of course, I must tell you that what he said was, in fact, regrettable. It was regrettable, but because Bruce Fein appears like he allowed himself to be deceived by people who do not make decisions in IPOB. I said by people who do not make decisions in IPOB. We have only one source of command. We have only one people that anybody can talk to. Bruce Fein, if he wanted to talk to anybody, it would have been our DOS. You cannot go and begin to talk to people who have been expelled from IPOB, people who have no say whatsoever in the decision making of IPOB, and then issuing out ultimatum to our counsel, and that is Mike Ozukome and not Bruce Fein. What Bruce Fein must be doing, or rather what he was supposed to be doing, is to be dealing with the international aspect. And when I talk about international aspect, I'm talking about going to United Nations and what have you. We also have Barrister Lawyer Jimako, who studied international law, who is also working on the international aspect of our leaders, extraordinary rendition. So people got to know where to draw the line. People got to know their jurisdiction. People got to know where to stop. People got to know what is their duties and responsibility. You don't leave your work and go to interfere with another person's work. If IPOB have issues with Barrister Ejiofor, I think the bug rests on DOS and our HOD, Mazi Ikechukwu, to issue out such ultimatum, or rather address Biafrans and tell them that we have terminated the services of Barrister Ejiofor. If there is anything like that, it cannot be coming from somebody else who is not in the decision making of IPOB. It's very insulting. That's the way I look at it. This is very, very insulting for Bruce Fein to undermine DOS and begin to issue out such order. It is very, very insulting. And I must tell you, this is the way I view it as an individual. This is my own perspective. Like I said, I don't speak for IPOB as an organization, and I don't speak for DOS, but I'm speaking as a member of IPOB, Mazi Ikechukwu Noha. I think this is a no for me. What Bruce Fein did was out of line, and he shouldn't have done that at all. All right, we must continue. I will take a quick break, and as soon as I return from the break, I want to see if I can open our lines and begin to take your calls, because I promised last time that today I will be taking calls. That is exactly what I am going to do, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So please bear with me because of our unconclusive interview, or rather interaction with Omote Biafra. She will be back again to join me, because we must finish this thing. Very, very important. We must finish that interview. But for now, let's take a quick break. When we return, we will go straight to the lines. Don't go away, please.
This is our freedom time, and we are come to call it our birthright. I know I can't solve the Friday promised land. Anywhere we gonna sow the blessings of the Lord, they follow us. Anywhere we gonna sow the blessings of the Lord, they follow us. Who no go no, we never hear go here. Say that problem come. We are the best. We are the best now. We are top of the world. We have come to our freedom time. Every day keep on praying to God. It's our freedom time. Now so we keep on moving forward. Oh yeah, I feel hope it's your mind. I feel hope it's your mind. Different people, you're my head. Different people, you're my head. Yeah, like this, like that, make it dance. Like this, like that, make it dance. Like this, like that, make it step on it down. It's a freedom time. They're from the promised land. 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 Yeah. When I look up to the sky, I can see the sun is shining. It's shining all over Biafra. We are the best. I give thanks to God for the blessings on us. Oh yeah. Oh na. Come to our freedom time. Free time. Every day keep on praying to God. Praying to God. It's our freedom time. It's our freedom. So we keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. I feel hope it's in your mind. I feel hope it's in your mind. I feel hope it's in your mind. Different people, you're my head. Different people, you're my head. Like this, like that, make it dance. Like this, like that, make it dance. Like this, like that, make it step on it down. It's a freedom time. The call is a freedom song. Yeah. Let me dip on this one. Okay, are you ready to dance? Let's go like this. Oh yeah, now. To the front, to the back, to the left, to the right. Come music prince, I don't come.
All right, so welcome back. Of course, our lines are open and you are free to call me on +27 740678412. The numbers again to call is +27 740678412. This is our WhatsApp line is +27 740678412. For the last time, if you want to call us on WhatsApp, the numbers to call once again is +27 740678412. You can also call me on Skype. Our Skype IDs are Radio Biafra Sadek. Radio Biafra Sadek. Radio Biafra is one word. It is Radio Biafra Sadek. And of course, the WhatsApp line once again is +27 740678412. That is the line that we can interact this evening. And I know I can see that our WhatsApp line is on. Yeah, that's right. Our WhatsApp line is on as well as our Skype line is on. And the numbers again is +27 740678412. That is the numbers to call on WhatsApp so that we can get interactive this evening. Let me check the Skype as well. As I can see, the Skype is on. It is Radio Biafra Sadek. Don't forget that Radio Biafra is one word. It is Radio Biafra Sadek. All right. And then, of course, I hope the network will respond and then we can get interactive this evening. And of course, as we are getting interactive, very, very important, I believe there are other news that we can bring to you. And of course, these are the news making headlines. All right, I think I've got a caller on Skype. Let me see if I can get that one. Very, very important. Let's see if I can get him. Caller on Skype, can you hear me? Caller on Skype. Caller on Skype, are you still there? No, I have lost him. The caller on Skype, I have lost him. And of course, you are welcome, my brother, to call again. I have lost the caller on Skype. All right, let's check also again on the WhatsApp line. All right, the calls are coming in and they're going out again. Mazi, caller on Skype, can you hear me? Caller on Skype, can you hear me? All right, just 1 second, Mazi, just 1 second. I don't know, but let me see if I can do something. Can you hear me now? All right, I am not sure what is happening, but let's see if we can get it sorted out. Caller on Skype. All right. I am not sure what seems to be the problem. I am not sure. Caller on Skype, please talk to me if you can hear me. Caller on Skype. No, he is not responding. I am not sure what seems to be the problem. All right, we must continue as we are trying to see what exactly could be happening. I have my brother on WhatsApp and he is holding there. But unfortunately, somehow he is not talking to me. Obviously, it means he probably is not hearing me. I don't know. Okay, let me try on this angle again. That is on WhatsApp and see if there will be any difference. This is what we go through now and there during broadcast. Sometimes you're having some network issue with the line. Sometimes everything goes smooth sailing, but that's just the way it is. And of course, it is the name of the job. I'm going back again to WhatsApp. Let me see. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Nobody. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. My goodness me. All right. I am not sure what is happening in Biafrans this evening with my lines, but I am trying as much as I can to sort it out. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Ikechukwu. Oh no, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. I've been struggling. Is it on Skype or on WhatsApp?
No, I am actually on WhatsApp.
Okay, please go ahead. Call on WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi. And good evening to you, Mazi. It's been a while.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, it's not easy. Good evening to great Biafrans all over the world. My POB family members and our leader, Excelency, Nnamdi, Kanu. Chukwuabiama will strengthen you, be with you, and you will lead us into Biafra and even beyond. Mazi Ikechukwu, my name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy.
Yes, brother. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Mazi, with what you just started this evening, the Bruce Wayne letter, I would like to do this. First of all, let me give this announcement from IPOB National Body of Italy, signed by IPOB National Coordinator, and it is the numbers for our Biafrans in Italy to call and support ESN. Biafrans in Italy, if you call these numbers, you'll be directed on how to support ESN through the right channel. We are also encouraging Biafrans all over the world to continue to do the same, to show our support to ESN financially, because the land of Biafra must be defended. The first number is +39 35100 46055. I will repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. The second is +39 371 3044902. I repeat, +39 371 3044902. This is IPOB National PRO number in Italy. Any of them will be directed on how to support ESN. Mazi, in what you are saying, it's very unfortunate. This letter is not, to me particularly, it's not very, very surprising. Do you know why I say so?
Yes, go ahead.
Because in one of the interviews that was granted to, I will say precisely the women, I don't know, Madam Bridget, let me say that because I don't know her. So she said something in that interview. I don't know where she granted that interview. I think it was in Mazi Aloz's program, and when all this saga was on, she said something. She said that that they are the people that employed Spain. She said that in that program, and when all these things started to unfold, and when this matter was going the way it was going, that was when I knew that Spain might, along the line, act in a way that is not expected of him, and that is what we are seeing today. But the important thing is that Bruce Wayne must also understand that Biafrans, he is working for Biafrans and our leader Mazi Ikechukwu. It doesn't matter the channel he came from, as long as we have IPOBDOS, you must be able to, anything that you want to do must be through DOS. And he, as a lawyer, he should know that he has his own area of capabilities, the area that he should work on. Biafrans, we don't want all this, we don't expect him to start to act in this way at this critical time of our struggle. We are not afraid, we are not surprised, because this is when Chukwuabiama is working, it is always like that. It goes in a way man never expected. But the point is that Bruce Wayne must, as a matter of fact, retrace his step and then do the right thing before it gets too late for him, because what we are doing is not joke. We don't care where you are from, we don't care who you are. All we want is our freedom, and anybody who is going to play with that should know that if not the consequences of today, tomorrow, the consequences will surely be felt on him. So that is my message. So I want to encourage Biafra, get strong, resolute, formidable. Nothing is happening. We are moving ahead. We are winning. And by Stephen Ejiofor, is our counsel, is our lead counsel, and he has been there with us when we were nothing. He was there with us when we could not do anything. He stood by us. He risked his life. He lost his family members because of we Biafrans and our leader. And we can never ever forget. So he's still the number one in whatsoever thing we are doing in this our struggle. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. All right, and I do concur with our brother. Now, I'll tell you where I have issues with Bruce Fenn. I have issue with Bruce Fenn is because what he did tantamount to undermining, the very structure of this great family IPOB. It tantamounts to, undermining. You cannot give orders as such. You cannot even talk about changing our legal personnel without the approval of DOS. It's as simple as that. You cannot be issuing instruction from USA. Like our brother say, you need to know your boundary. You need to know what is it that you are called to do for us, and not just out there issuing orders. You don't have that right to do so. I know he has been influenced by all this Omada highway, but of course, that is to his own detriment, I must tell you, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right, let's continue. Caller on Skype, can you hear me? Now.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
All right. Thank you, my brother. I think now everything is fine. Yes, you can go ahead, Mazi. Go ahead right now. We can hear you.
Thank you, my brother. If you have done the troubleshooting, I got it right. Thank you very much.
Troubleshooting. I like that.
Troubleshooting. You did it very well. I was because I was hearing you all the while, but you wasn't
It's
hearing
from my side. It's not from your side. It's from my end.
Yeah. All right. Good evening, Biafrans. This is Ipob, and I'm calling you from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. My brother, the issue of Bruce Fenn will make it known. Will let us be at our guard, on guard, as IPOB family members. The attack on IPOB hasn't stopped. They are trying all the gimmicks, only to bring IPOB one day in negative light, or at least in this discussion back to Saga, who is our legal. We know we have legal counsel, we have lead counsel, we have SAN, we have all the legal representatives in Nigeria. So nobody can put it in dispute. But those Umwanda highway and auto infiltrators, they are just trying to be in the news and relevant. But Biafrans know who are doing the heavy lifting, who are behind our leader, who are obeying the leadership, who are obeying the structures of our leader, and who is abiding by the principles of command and control. So I don't want to belabor this Brufen issue because it's just annoying to me. Just annoying. So I don't want to give him much credence and relevance. So what I want to do is to, I hope you will humor me to branch into other current affairs.
But please go ahead and just make it brief for me. In this show, the problem we always have is timing. That's the problem. Go ahead, brother.
I'll make I just want to press point.
Go ahead.
So what I want to say is that in Europe, where I am now, do you know that the campaign that is going on in Europe now is what they call in action for Ukraine? They are in action for Ukraine. Now, Biafrans, you know how many times we have written letters, we have sent pictorial evidences, we have sent video evidences to these European countries and embassies. None of them is hearing us, none of them is seeing us, and none of them is talking. Because when we talk about NATO, we talk about Europe and America, and all of them are feeding from our land, and all of them are oblivious of our plight in Nigeria. So what I'm saying here is that Onya Julana Hajum, Biafrans, sit up, man up, and let's get Biafra. Because Africans have been disappointing us these days. Do you know that African countries, some African leaders are standing up for a country that let its ground be a battleground for proxy war? But those African countries and people have never for once stood up for Biafra, who have endured genocide and uncountable pogroms. This is Africa for you. African countries put to embargo on Mali because the present Malian government says you are robbing us blind. You come to fight terrorism, but you are busy digging and mining gold and exporting to your country. Enough. Do you know what our brother leaders in Africa did? They put sanction on Mali instead of on the thieves. That is Africa for you. And then again, in Biafra land, everybody knows that overwhelming majority of Biafrans, both all the coastline and upland, we are overwhelming majority Christian, and the same then overwhelmingly majority Roman Catholic. And the Pope in Rome have never seen it fit to speak for the safety and freedom and of Biafra. Not once. Not once. But the Pope is shedding crocodile tears for Ukraine. So what is the difference between Ukraine and Biafrans? Please, somebody tell me. Do they bleed green while we bleed red when we are caught? Are they humans and we are subhumans? So why the whole Ukraine and nobody knows about Biafra? Because the world is feeding from our ground. And that's why I'm telling Biafrans, our help is in the name of Chukwokika Biama, Yahweh Sabaoth, Elohim, Adonai, the creator of heaven and earth. Let's get up and get Biafra. Let's not depend on any country. We must be neutral in this saga going on in Europe between NATO and one hand, Ukraine and Russia.
All right,
we must be neutral. Let somebody shows us any reason to be pro him or her by supporting Biafra. We must be neutral and fight our own battles. Good night, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you, Chineke Ndewo. Thank you, my brother, for that. And of course, let me go straight. I think you have spoken eloquently well. It is time for us to face our own battle. It is our battle, and of course, we must own it and we must fight it. Caller on WhatsApp. I know you are still holding. Can you hear me? This is Motherland. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Good evening from here, my brother. Please, your names and where you calling from.
Yeah. My name is Mazi Ikechukwu, calling from Ipob.
Mazi, please go ahead.
Brother, I think I greet you for what you have been doing for us. I say, may God bless you and also bless our leader and all the people that are fighting for this, our freedoms. Because by the end, we shall get our freedom.
You say?
Nobody, no man, no nation can stop us. Because God, it is ordained by Chukwu and we will achieve it.
You say what you like?
For what you people are saying about what's his name? The one that into another person's reign. It's supposed to be straightforward. In fact, let him do the needful. Let him do the needful. Your son.
Mazi, let me get you straight. Let me get you straight. Who do you say will do the needful?
I mean the barrister that are representing us in US. So he has to do the needful. Are you getting me? Because
Yes.
the way it's going is not right at all. Not right. Because he's now playing like someone that don't know what law is all about. It doesn't make sense. Are you getting me? So it's not the one. It's not the one. We have structures, which is DOS.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
so you have to do the needful.
No, I
Are you
agree.
getting me?
I agree with
Not
you, my brother.
not doing like people that in the zoo country. So let the right thing be done at the right time. Thanks, I
Thank you
say
very
may
much, my brother.
bless all our brothers and sisters
You say,
all over the whole world.
and bless you too.
By the end, I sent you something. I don't know.
Where did you send it to? Where did you send it to, Mazi?
On WhatsApp. This number on WhatsApp.
All right, I will check it now. I will check it out. All right.
The song that I sang.
It is well. I will check it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother. Of course, you have heard us, Bruce friend. Our brother say you should do the needful. And what is the needful? Respect the structures of IPOB. It's as simple as that. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. No, I think I have lost the caller on WhatsApp. I have lost the caller on WhatsApp. I mean, this is very simple, IPOB have structures in place which must be obeyed at all time. And of course, Bruce Fain should understand that of all people, that you cannot just sit in America and issue orders without the approvals of the highest command of this struggle. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Unbelievable. Do I have a caller on WhatsApp? I don't know if the person can hear me. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Unbelievable. The line is acting up again. Let me give it a try. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Unbelievable. The lines comes in and of course they cut off again. I don't know why that is the problem. This is Radio Biafra. Of course, we are live, we are direct this evening, and Elohim, of course, is in control. I am not sure what seems to be the problem. It is some network issues going on here, and even on Facebook, something is not right here. I am losing the visual. I am not sure why that is the case. I am losing the visual as well on Facebook, but we must continue. I am not sure why we are having such issues here. The line as well keeps coming and then it keeps cutting out, and that is indeed a problem. We must continue. It is Radio Biafra, and of course, the time here is 19:35 p.m. It should be 18:35 p.m. in Biafra land, but we must continue. I have no idea. My picture is not even coming out on Facebook. I am not sure why that is the problem, but these are the things that we are going through. All right, let me see what we can do while we wait and see. I think it's actually a network issue because the calls just froze and they are not coming out anymore. They are not coming out. I had so many calls lined up for me here, but now suddenly it just cut off. All right, I have something here. It is an article which was written by Huriwa, and they are talking. They say that it is dangerous, of course, to leave our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention till election, because if that is what they are planning, Huriwa is adding their voice and of course telling them that it is such a bad idea to think like that. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp cannot hear me. The line is indeed bad. Caller on WhatsApp. No, unfortunately, it keeps connecting, but it doesn't get to connect at the end of the day. And I am not sure why that is the problem. The call failed. Unbelievable. All right. So, as I was saying, Huriwa, of course, most of you know Huriwa, they've spoken and they have given out an ultimatum to say that human rights, they're actually the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, and they are urging the President Muhammadu Buhari to release Mazi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, from detention. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Mazi, can you turn off your radio, please? Can you turn off your radio?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please go ahead, Mazi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
My name is Ikechukwu, calling from Libreville, Gabon. Mazi, what the Bruce Lee or what they are ganging up. The man is ganging up with your mother in the USA. That is talk. It doesn't have water on our. We know what we are pursuing. So for him to put mouth in the things that concern Nigeria, his own international, while our own and others are working locally in Nigeria. So he has no power to speak on behalf of anybody that has power to speak. That is HOD. Since international laws, not the one in Nigeria. Let him force how the extradition of our leader to Nigeria, from Kenya to Nigeria, not to come and tell us what to do and what not to do. May God bless you and your family.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. You have spoken very well, and I do agree with you. I do concur. And of course, IPOB have actually released a statement to that effect. And of course, I will be able to read the same to Biafrans this night so that you can see our official statement or official stand, with regards to the issue of Bruce Fein. And that is final. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here, Mazi. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
As regards to
very amiable barrister Ejiofor, it is unfortunate indeed. Very, very unfortunate. But what I want to tell you is that Bruce Fein, have no right to issue such order. He have no right whatsoever. I tell you, he is not the lead counsel of IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, and therefore does not speak for the team. As it stands now, we have a lead counsel who is Mike Ozukome, like I've just told you. So if there's anybody who should be making decision at the moment, it should be the lead counsel, and that is Mike Ozukome, and not Bruce Fein. What Bruce Fein is must be doing, or rather what he was supposed to be doing, is to be dealing with the international aspect. And when I talk about international aspect, I'm talking about going to United Nations and what have you. We also have Barrister Lawyer Jimako, who studied international law, who is also working on the international aspect of our leaders, extraordinary rendition. So people got to know where to draw the line.
Cannot hear me.
People got to know their jurisdiction. People got to know where to stop. People got to know what is their duties and responsibility. You don't leave your work and go to interfere with another person's work. If IPOB have issues with Barrister Ejiofor, I think the bug rests on DOS and our HOD, Mazi Ikechukwu, to issue out such ultimatum, or rather address Biafrans and tell them that we have terminated the services of.
I think for him to have taken that bold step to say what he said to him, I think it has relieved a long way to many of us who have been questioning him or herself. Why will Ejiofor have this picture or this video, then which I portrayed to be the idea of people who have been saying every sort of things against him, that he was found in a video with a.
Mazi, I don't think when Ibereko Asiri, my brother, and I have to let you go. I want you to talk constructively. And what is constructively? IPOB hired Bruce Fein to oversee the matter regarding or concerning IPOB in America and internationally, and not to get involved in what happens in the Zuko, Nigeria. We did not appoint Bruce Fein as our lead counsel. And on the virtue of that, he has no right to give orders or instruction whatsoever. You need to understand. I am also I would say I'm almost a lawyer, because of course by the end of this year, by the grace of Chukwu, I should be, really, really up and doing with everything. So when somebody hires you, a client, I hires you as a lawyer. You listen to your client. You will find out exactly what your client wants of you. You don't give your client orders. You don't give your client. You only give your client instruction, suggestion. That's what you do. You don't command or give orders to your client. Rather, you suggest to your client, in terms of legal matters and legal issue. Therefore, we call a spade a spade. We speak the truth. We don't sugarcoat words. I don't care who is who. I say the truth. Bruce Fein has no right. If Bruce Fein maybe finds out something he thinks that is, wrong, and he wants IPOB to take notes, that is his job as a legal counsel. He will approach DOS and say, listen, this is what I think should happen. And then DOS will make the decision. That is how it happens. Bruce Fein cannot make decision for us, because who is paying the legal fees? IPOB. How can you give us orders when we are paying your salary? No, you give us advice. It's called legal advice. That's what you give to your client. You don't command your client, because we can fire him, Bruce Fein, today. We can fire Ejiofor. We can fire Aloy Ejimako. We can fire any counsel we so wish to fire, because we are the clients. Do you understand? Then you have to allow the guy who pays the salary to do what? Make that decision, because at the end of the day, it is the decision of the client that matters. Now, if you have been in court, when a lawyer speaks to the court, you know what he says? He will say to the court, it is my instruction. Are you listening? He will say to the magistrate or to the judge, it is my instruction that this and this and this and that. That's what a lawyer says. Because a lawyer has no saying of his own. He cannot formulate a case. He cannot formulate an argument without taking instruction from his client. I don't know if you're getting me right. So it cannot be that Bruce Fein will be in America and begin to dish out instruction and begin to hire and fire when the client is there. It doesn't happen in the legal world. It's unethical. It is unethical. Bruce Fein has no right to speak to the media about internal issues of IPOB because there is what you call clients and, counsel confidentiality. If you see something you think that will spoil something, it is your duty and responsibility as the legal counsel to approach your client in confidence and say to your client, I think we must do 1, 2, 3, 4. That is how it's done, in case you don't know. So don't come here and tell me, maybe because you've got stories you've heard from all these rubbish people or flying around on social media, and then you want to tell me you're for this and you're for that. No, allow IPOB to make that decision. Allow DOS to make that decision, because at the end of the day, the buck stops with us. The buck stops with DOS. They must make the final decision, and not Bruce Fein, and not anybody anywhere on this planet Earth. That is my take on the matter. All right, we must continue. So, I need to give you what seems to be our official stand, official IPOB as an organization saying. Now, I want you to pay close attention, and I want you to listen very carefully so that you can hear and understand what we are saying as an organization with regards to this issue of Bruce Fein. Very, very important. All right. The line is coming on, but I'm going to put this caller on a hold because I think it's very important that I talk about this. Very, very important. Caller on Skype, just hold on for me a second. So this is a press release that was released today. And of course, it is with regards to the issue of Bruce Fein. So whatever you hear right now, this is the official stand of IPOB, and that is final. Mr. Bruce Fein advised to concentrate on issue in United States of America and other foreign jurisdiction with the exclusion of Nigeria. Did you hear that? Bruce Fein has been advised to concentrate on the issue, with regards to the United States of America and other foreign jurisdiction with the exclusion of Nigeria. This is coming from IPOB, press decks. Following the recent publication by Sahara reporters purporting a demand letter by Bruce Fein, my goodness me, a demand letter from Bruce Fein, we, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the leadership and command of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to categorically make it known to the public that Mr. Bruce Fein has no authority. Did you hear that? I haven't read this before I said what I said. It's like almost everything I said is what you're going to hear from this letter. And God is my witness. This is the first time I'm reading this letter. I just got it and I'm reading it. As you're hearing it, I, Mazi Ikechukwu, is hearing the same letter. All the things I've said is what I said on my own, and it's almost corresponding with this letter. So pay close attention and work with me here. So, we wish to categorically make it known to the public that Mr. Bruce Fein has no authority whatsoever to decide or make pronouncement on the choice, status, or neither the legal team, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nor the IPOB lead of the, let me get this right, please. I need to get it right. Okay, so we are saying that Mr. Bruce Fein has no authority whatsoever to decide or make pronouncement on the choice or status of neither the legal team of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nor of the IPOB lead counsel. Mr. Bruce Fein should recall that he wasn't in the first place appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's international spokesperson / legal representative by this trailblazing IPOB lead counsel, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, whom he today is trying to castigate and defame because of little token of $50,000 offered to him every trip he made to Nigeria by this infamous Umada Highway in USA, and that thing in Finland claiming to be unfortunate disciple. We are baffled that Mr. Bruce Fein could belittle himself and reduce himself to allowing them to deceive him by talking like a demented fellow, I beg your pardon. He could, a well-intelligent and a professional lawyer would be using these kind of words to his fellow lawyers in the world. The woman in America sent Bruce Fein to Abuja to persuade our leader Mazi Kanu to order him and women to inaugurate government in exile, which, when his aberration failed to materialize, as it is unquestionable to be contemplating forming a Biafran government in exile when our leader is in the hand of our enemies. After this unsuccessful move to set up a government in exile, the grudges against Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor began to take form. These traitors in America and infiltrators in Finland thought that our legal representatives were the ones who stopped their gimmick and antics without knowing that IPOB have surpassed government in exile. The powers conferred on Mr. Bruce Fein by our leader via the IPOB lead counsel is to exclusively exercise in the United States of America and other foreign jurisdictions with the exclusion of Nigeria. Pertinent to note is the fact that Mr. Bruce Fein set his feet in Nigeria shortly after the abduction and extraordinary rendition of our leader via the invitation letter extended to him by our lead counsel, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, which visa issued in respect thereof still subsists till date. Several attempts to visit our leader, either in court or the DSS facility by Mr. Bruce Fein, was all rebuffed by both the DSS and the courts, respectively. All formal correspondence towards making those visits visible were exclusively handled by the IPOB lead counsel. We, however, observe that Mr. Bruce Fein started avoiding our lead counsel after our lead counsel declined to cooperate with him in getting our leaders to sign a total strange document that could have negatively impacted on their status quo. From that moment, Mr. Bruce Fein pitched tent with sworn enemies and detractors of our struggles. No wonder he is today ranting from a foreign land. The general public is hereby respectively urged to disregard Mr. Bruce Fein claim as they are baseless because he is being induced into ranting this infamous statement. We reiterate that IPOB leadership have implicit and unshaken confidence in our erudite teams of lawyers who have creditably distinguished themselves as a sound and indefatigable advocate. Mr. Bruce Fein is advised to focus on the international briefs provided to him to handle on behalf of our leader, which we have not seen any tangible results since they started handling them in the USA, and they cease forthwith from further defaming our amiable legal luminary. IPOB appreciate and love his commitment and focus in handling our leaders and our case. The IPOB lead counsel has since taken to court the authors of the libellous publication upon those original defamatory publication Mr. Bruce Fein relied on. We therefore appeal for calm while the court decide. Let good conscience and wise counsel prevail. But as Ifeanyi Ejiofor led team of lawyers worked relentlessly for the release of our leader Nnamdi Kanu in 2017 until he was granted bail. So Bruce Fein should ask questions if he don't know about that. Of course, this is coming from Comrade Nima Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Now there you have it. This is our official standing, of course, with regards to the matter and the issue of Bruce Fenn. And of course, we should put that to rest. And now you know. Let me see if the scholar is still holding on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mazi. Please go ahead. Your names and where you calling from, please.
Yes, good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi Ikechukwu Wisdom. I'm calling from my location. I'm from Ohaji, Ebema, Ohaji, Sinimo province, Biafra land. Maz, what I want to say about the case of Brufim is, please, who hired that man? Is he POB that man or?
Yes, Mazi, he was hired by IPOB, and of course, we are paying his fees. But remember, we hired him only to deal with matters in America and internationally, exclusion of Nigeria. Please go ahead.
Yes, the reason why I asked the question, why is that we hired the Brufem and we are paying him and he's working for infiltrators.
At least now we know.
Is the man working?
At least now we know, Mazi. At least now we know.
So the reason why I'm asking this question, we need to be very careful with people we are working with too. Instead, we'll be working with somebody that will be dragging us backward. It's better we relieve the person his duty, let the person go.
Absolutely.
The person, yes, we relieve the man, let him go. We come here to castigate a man that have sacrificed a lot. But the people in Japan have sacrificed a lot for the struggle. That the man that we just hired come and come and talk rubbish against the man in Japan. Let's relieve the man. Let him go. Go.
Very good one.
Be working for it. Now we are the one paying his debt. About that 3 or 4 times that he came to Nigeria, $50,000 is not a small expensive. So instead we'll be wasting that money and the man and all he's doing that is it's not fruitful. Let's release the man his work. Let him go and work for autopilot. Let them take care of him and do whatever. Because it's not even this case came up. It's not even this one. Other ones that we find out that this man is working for autopilot. He should go and work with them. Let them pay him. That is what I have.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
They bought his house. They did many things to eliminate the man. If Chukwu Kabam is not inside, they could have killed the man by now. Somebody from America that don't know anything about the struggle, we just come in to castigate a man working tirelessly for release of Mazi Ikechukwu and for IPOB. So, Mazi, my suggestion this evening is, please, IPOB should do a new to now. Maybe relieve the man his duty. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. I think you have spoken very well. Like I said, even if we don't know, now we know. All right. We must continue. Now I will take the last call for today. Caller on Skype, you are the last caller. Please go ahead and then we close. Caller on Skype.
Yeah, Mazi Ikechukwu, good evening from here. This is Mazi Ikechukwu. I'm calling from Austria.
There.
By this. Good evening from here.
Please go ahead.
Okay, please allow me to make this important announcement.
By all means.
Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, IPOB Austria is once again calling us for our fundraising. We are organizing a fundraising ESN Security Network fundraising. And we want to notify all our brothers and sisters here in Austria, lovers of freedom, all over the world, that Austrian IPOB, we are on our fundraising of ESN, and we want to use this opportunity to welcome everybody who are going to come on that particular day to attend to this wonderful event. And the date of this fundraising of ESN is coming up on 9th of April 2022. 9th of April 2022. And the time is 4 p.m. in the evening. 10 p.m. in the evening. And the venue of this fundraising is in Zoom Media Chat. I repeat, the venue of this fundraising is in Zoom Media Chat. And the special guest of honor on that particular day is Mazi Ikechukwu, Deputy HOD, Mazi Abanyim, European Rep, Madam Nenneanya, Head of Finance. These 3 wonderful men and women is going to be on that program that particular day. And please, we are urging everybody to get ready for this important fundraising because our ESN is doing a lot of work at home. They are the reason why today our fathers and mothers can be able to go to farm. And we, Austrian IPOB, has made up our mind that we are going to do this fundraising to support ESN at home. And please, we are begging on that particular day, which is on 9th of April. Please, we ask everybody to join us. The Zoom ID will be announced as soon as possible. It's available. But what we want to ask, please, if you have any question concerning this fundraising in Austria, contact our national coordinator, Mazi Ikechukwu, or you contact our fundraising organizing coordinator, Mazi Michael Okoro. The phone number is +43 681 8111 7095. I repeat, Mazi Michael Okoro's number is +43 681 8111 7095. And our national coordinator, Mazi Ikechukwu, is +43 676 643 4824. I repeat the number again, +43 676 643 4824. These two telephone number, please, anytime you call, you can always ask your question and they're going to direct your question to the area you want it. And we are begging everybody, please don't say you don't hear this announcement, most especially our brothers and sisters here in Austria, all of us for freedom, those that love Mazi Ikechukwu, those that love what ESN is doing at home by protecting our people. We urge you, please, on that particular day, join us in Zoom as we do this fundraising. And as you come to us, may Chukwu Abiyama bless you and your family. This is our prayer, and so shall it be in the name of Chukwu Abiyama.
Thank you very much.
Mazi, please, when the ID of this ESM fundraising comes out, I will please find a way to forward this flyer to you so that you can also help us to make the announcement anytime you come on program.
Thank you very much.
I want to thank you, my brother, and I want to ask, please, if Bruce Fenn is tired of working for IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, let him resign and go and work for whoever he wants to work for. He cannot tell us that the man who has been fighting for Mazi Nnamdi right from 2015, he was adopted, fight and release him on December that time. The same man who is fighting tired. The man doesn't get tired of working to make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi is out. And brother, I'm summarizing, please, my brother. And he's talking wrong nonsense. Let him take the option we are giving to him. If he's tired to work for IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi and DOS, he should now, today, find his way. Thank you, Mazi, because this nonsense cannot continue.
No.
My brother.
Thank you, my brother. Of course, because of our time, I'm gonna give Mazi. Let me see if I can get him and give him 2 minutes to say his bit, and then, of course, we will finish. Our time is really up against us, but I will give my brother just 2 minutes to summarize if he is there. Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi, are you still there? All right, Mazi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. I can hear him.
Yes, please, just 2 minutes. Our time is up. Go ahead.
I don't have much to say. What I want to tell encourage our brother IPOB Biafrans, even the so-called Nigerians, to come to the heirs of their people here when their brothers are calling them here in Ukraine because of the cry. Let them attend to them. As for our European rep and his leadership, they are doing wonderfully well. Another thing I wanted to say here is that anyway, Maz, let me leave. We don't have time. I'll go to another program. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Our time is up indeed. So And of course, this is where we're going to bring this program to an end. I think the issue of Bruce Fenn should be put to rest now, because we have had an official statement from our IPOB, press desk, and that settles it all. Bruce Fenn have no right whatsoever to make decisions or to call anybody out or even to terminate anybody's job, in terms of our legal team. He does not have that right. He is just an employee on contracts, which can be terminated as well any day, any time. And of course, if he still want to continue working for IPOB, he should focus and know where his jurisdiction lies. But otherwise, if he allow himself to be messed up and deceived by this Omada highway and that useless thing in Finland, well, of course, he will have himself to blame. We have said it, and he must take us serious, because we don't play. We are IPOB, for goodness sake. Thank you for listening, and I do apologize once again because of our sister Omote, who could not really join me the way it should be. I will bring her back again. Something came up on her side. Otherwise, she would have been with me, and we would have a very powerful interaction. And that should happen soon. Trust me when I tell you, I will bring her, and then she have a lot that we need to talk about. But for now, from me, from here, may Elohim bless our leader, Mazi Kanu. May God bless Biafrans all around the world, wherever they are, especially those in Biafra land who are going through a lot, who are being slaughtered every day and night. I say, may God protect and keep them. But most importantly, together, we all shall see Biafra. From me, from here,